Hello guys, in the last video we have discussed the first 5 paragraphs of our second chapter, The Elixir of Life. It is written by C.V. Raman. In that 5 paragraphs we have seen the beauty of water. Mainly we have seen the difference between Libyan desert and the Nile Valley, and how the river Nile or the water in the river Nile made the wonderful difference, and how it is one side of the river is completely desert, there is no life at all, and in the same time the opposite side is completely full of vegetation, different types of animals, plants, and even very fertile land. How it is possible, these things we have seen in the first 5 paragraphs. And we have seen another one important thing, that was the rain-fed tanks in South India. C.V. Raman is saying that is the most beautiful vision when the sun is rising, and when the sun is rising or setting, at the time of the sun is coming in the level of water, at that time it looks very beautiful. The most beautiful vision of South India, that is rain-fed tanks, but the people are not taking care of properly, not doing the proper maintenance for that, even though it is the most beautiful vision in the South India. That these things we have seen in the last video. So let us continue from the 6th paragraph. One of the most remarkable facts about water is its power to carry silt or finely divided soil in suspension. This is the origin of the characteristic color of the water in rain-fed tanks. This color varies with the nature of the earth in the catchment area and is most vivid immediately after a fresh inflow following rain. Swiftly flowing water can carry fairly large and heavy particles. The finest particles, however, remain floating within the liquid in spite of their greater density, and are of course extremely small, but their number is also great. So in 6th paragraph, C.V. Raman is saying about the most remarkable fact of water, that is the capacity or the ability to carry the silt or the soil along with the water. That is the remarkable fact of water. One of the remarkable facts of water. One of the most remarkable facts about water is its power to carry silt or finely divided soil in suspension. So C.V. Raman is saying that water's most remarkable fact is it can carry silt along with the water. Now, what is the meaning of silt? Silt means it is mud or clay deposited by river or flowing water. So when the water is flowing, it has an ability to carry away the silt from the soil. This is the origin of the characteristic color of the water in rain-fed tanks. This color varies with the nature of the earth in the catchment area and is most vivid immediately after a fresh inflow following rain. So what is catchment area? Catchment area is where a large rainflow is available, that is catchment area. So in these areas, rain-fed tanks, the color of the water in rain-fed tanks, it is depends on this flow of water. How much water is carrying or this silt is flowing with the water, that is deciding the color in the water of rain-fed tanks. Because when this after a rain, when the water is flowing, along with that water, this silt or the soil also flowing with that. So it is coming and it is depositing in the rain-fed tanks, and that is deciding the color of the rain-fed tanks water. It will be different in different areas. Like for example, in some areas the rain will be more. That is catchment area. Catchment area means I already told you where heavy rainfall is available. So in this catchment areas, rainfall will be more and the flow of water will be more. So of course this flow of silt also will be, comparing other places, it will be more. So when it is flowing more, this color also will be maybe dark, like flow of silt will be high. Swiftly flowing water can carry fairly large and heavy particles. So when this water, after a rain, when this water is flowing, it can carry heavy particles in the soil. But at that time also, these heavy particles will flow with water. But what will happen? This minute particles, finest particle will stay there only. First it will come along with the water, all this particle, even the minute particles or the heavy particles, they all will come along and it will deposit in the rainfed tanks, and this finest particle will stay there. The heavy particle, it will flow, again it will continue its flow with the water, but this finest particle, that is very large in number, this finest particle will stay there only in the liquid, in the water only, and the heavy particle will go away with the, it will remain floating. No, these heavy particles will flow away with the water, and these small minute particles, this less amount of less size particle, very minute particles, it will stay in the water only. So that is the writer is saying in the 6th stanza or 6th paragraph. The flow of water has undoubtedly played a great part and beneficial one in the geological process by which the soil on the earth's surface has been formed from the rocks of its crust. The same agency, however, under appropriate conditions, can also play a destructive part and wash away the soil, which is the foundation of all agriculture, and if allowed to proceed unchecked, can have the most disastrous effect on the life of the country. The problems of soil erosion is one of serious import in various countries and especially in many parts of India. The conditions under which it occurs and measures by which it can be checked deserve the closest study. So, in the last paragraphs, we have seen the importance of water or the beauty of water. From this paragraph, in the 7th paragraph, we are seeing one of the disadvantage or the problem giving by water, that is soil erosion. So it is beginning with one of the plus of the positive part of water only. We can see the flow of water has undoubtedly played a great part and a beneficial one in the geological process. So we know that the soil, the top layer, upper layer soil is formed by the flow of water only. We already have studied in social science and all. This upper layer is this is the deposited soil by the flow of water that we have seen. So this flow of water had played a major role in the making of crust soil or upper layer soil. So it is one of the main geological process, and water played a great role in that. But what is the problem? If this flow of water is more, then what is the problem? That C.V. Raman is saying in this paragraph. The same agency means the same flow of water only, under appropriate conditions, can also play a destructive part and wash away the soil, which is the foundation of all agriculture, and if allowed to proceed unchecked, can have the most disastrous effect on the life of the country. The same flow of water, if we are not taking care of or not concentrating or not giving importance for this, it can play a destructive role also. What is that? That is soil erosion, because soil is one of the most important thing in the field of agriculture. Where there is good soil, there is good result in agriculture. So this flow of water, if it is increasing, then along with the water, the soil also flowing away. So we are planting trees, we are doing this agricultural work in the soil only. So the soil along with these plants and all these seeds, the soil also flowing away with the water. That is called soil erosion. This top layer soil, upper layer soil is removing or flowing along with the water. That is called soil erosion. So sometimes this flow of water, if it can be a negative sense also, or it can play a negative effect also in the life of people on our country. So if you are not giving more importance for this, it will be a disaster. It can be like a disastrous effect in the life of the country. The problem of soil erosion is one of serious import in various countries and especially in many parts of India. So C.V. Raman is saying that the soil erosion, this problem of soil erosion is one of the serious issue in many places, especially in many parts of our country, India. In India, in many places, soil erosion is one of the dangerous problem which is the farmers are facing. The conditions are under which it occurs and the measures by which it can be checked deserve the close study. So what C.V. Raman is saying, we have to take care of this properly, we have to give importance for this. It deserves a close study. It deserves a close study. We have to study about the soil erosion properly. What is the reason for the soil erosion? How it is happening? What are the causes for this? What are the reasons for this? How can we prevent this? These all things we have to study. Otherwise, it will be a dangerous issue in our country. Next paragraph. Soil erosion occurs in successive steps, the earliest of which may easily pass unnoticed. In the later stages, the cutting up and washing away of the earth is only too painfully apparent in the formation of deep gullies and ravines, which make all agriculture impossible. Sudden burst of excessively heavy rain resulting in a large runoff of surplus water are the principal factors in causing soil erosion. Contributory causes are the slope of the land, removal of the natural protective coat of vegetation, the existence of ruts along which the water can flow with rapidly gathering momentum, and the absence of any checks to such flow. Incredibly large quantities of precious soil can be washed away if such conditions exist, as is unhappily too often the case. So, in this paragraph, 8th paragraph, how the soil erosion, like it is like step by step, and how it is happening, what are the reasons for that, that C.V. Raman is discussing with us. Main reasons of soil erosion we are discussing in this paragraph. So, soil erosion occurs in successive steps, the earliest of which may easily pass unnoticed. Soil erosion is happening in different steps. At a time, all the soil is not floating away or flowing away with the water. It is in different steps. First, in the beginning stage, just the top soil or little amount of top soil only will be removed and gone away with the water. We won't give more importance for it. We won't mind that, because we can't give more concentration. It will be not that much like serious for us. It will be not that much noticed in our eyes. But in the later stages, after that, what will happen? If this problem is continuing, then it will be a big issue. Cutting up and washing away the earth. No, one complete area will wash away with the water. So it will be a big issue. So it is too painful process, and it will give a lot of problems in the field of agriculture. This flow of water along with the soil will create gullies and ravines. What is gullies and ravines? Meaning is there in the textbook only. Gullies and ravines means channels made by running water. We have seen that sometimes in the rainy season, after this rain, where this water flowed, there we can see some like a small channel. It will be little like below the normal level of soil. Small waterways will be created by the flow of water. So when the soil erosion is happening, these gullies and ravines will create in a high size, in a big size. So there we can't do any agricultural activities. It will affect the whole process of agriculture. So this will make a main issue in the total life of farmers. And if these problems are coming in the field of agriculture, it will affect our food. It will affect the life of farmers. So totally it will affect the country. That is the main problem. Sudden burst of excessively heavy rain resulting in a large runoff of surplus water are the principal factors in causing soil erosion. So what is the reason? In this stanza, in this paragraph, C.V. Raman is saying the main reason of soil erosion. The main reason of soil erosion is heavy rainfall. Where there is more rainfall, there will be soil erosion in a large level. So heavy rainfall is one of the most important reason in soil erosion. So when there is more rainfall, the flow of water will be more, and when the flow of water will be more, this flow of soil also, or washing away of soil also, will be heavy there. So where there is more water flow, there will be more soil erosion. That is the main principal factor in causing soil erosion. And some other reasons are there. Contributory causes are the slope of the land, removal of the natural protective coat of vegetation, existence of ruts along which the water can flow with rapidly gathering momentum, and the absence of any checks to such flow. So other reasons, the main reason is heavy rainfall. Other reasons are slope of the land. See, slope, for our easiness, for our work, sometimes we are affecting the soil. No, we are digging the soil, we are digging this we are making problems to the hills. Otherwise we are cutting the trees. One of the main reason, according to me, is cutting down trees. Deforestation is one of the main reason for soil erosion, because when the roots are more in the soil, soil erosion will be less. But nowadays for our making new buildings, construction works and all, we have cut down number of trees. There is no more forest in our areas. Mainly in South India, it was filled with forest once. But nowadays people are cutting down the trees and making new buildings and all. You have seen maybe few years we are seeing this flood in our country, mainly in South India like Kerala, Odisha and all. We are seeing flood. One of the main reason for flood is there is the who are studying about this, they are saying that there is no place for water to flow comfortably. So water is like it is being there only. Water is not flowing to the ocean. It is like being there only, and the water level is increasing and it is becoming a big issue, that is called flood. So this is one reason. This cutting down of trees also one of the reason for soil erosion according to me. It is not given in this chapter, but I am saying to you. So C.V. Raman is saying the reason one is slope of the land, removal of natural protective coat of vegetation. This I told you. Cutting down of trees also will come under this only. We are affecting, there is some natural processes are happening in our nature. So our we are going into that and giving some disturbance for the natural protective coat of vegetation. So that is one of the reason for the soil erosion. Existence of ruts along which the water can flow with rapidly gathering momentum. So once this water is flowing and this ruts means the deep paths, like I told you, gullies and ravines. So these gullies and ravines are being formed by this flow of water, and if there is a gully, this water can flow very easily through that. So when water is flowing, along with that soil also going, and the absence of any checks, and we are not studying about this soil erosion properly. That also one main reason. If we give more concentration, if we study about that properly, we can take some preventive methods to stop the soil erosion, but we are not doing that. These all are the reasons for soil erosion. So first one was heavy rainfall, then sloping of land, removal of natural protective coat of vegetation, existence of ruts, and absence of checks. We are not studying about that. These are the main reasons of soil erosion. Incredibly large quantities of precious soil can be washed away if such conditions exist, as is unhappily too often the case. So because of these reasons, when the soil erosion is happening, large quantities of precious soil is flowing away with the water. It is very unhappy. It is a sad thing to see. C.V. Raman is saying it is very unhappy to see that. Along with this water, a large quantity, a large amount of soil also washing away. So it is very unhappy to see. The menace which soil erosion presents to the continuance of successful agriculture is an alarming one in many parts of India, calling urgently for attention and preventive action. The terracing of the land, the construction of bunds to check the flow of water, the practice of counter-cultivation, and the planting of appropriate types of vegetation are amongst the measures that have been suggested. It is obvious that the aim should be to check the flow of water at the earliest possible stage before it has acquired any appreciable momentum and correspondingly large destructive power. So here first we have seen soil erosion is a problem, then we have seen the reasons of soil erosion. In this paragraph, C.V. Raman is giving some preventive methods. How can we stop the soil erosion? Some steps to stop the soil erosion. Let us see what is that. The menace means threat, a dangerous situation. The menace soil erosion presents to the continuance of successful agriculture is an alarming one in many parts of India. So in our country, in different parts, soil erosion is it's like a threat. It is a dangerous situation in the field of agriculture. It is not allowing for a successful agriculture field. So if the soil erosion is continuing, it will be a threat for the agriculture. So what we have to do, it is very serious. We have to study about that. We have to give attention for that. We have to take some preventive methods for that. So what are the preventive methods that C.V. Raman is saying? The terracing of the land, the construction of bunds to check the flow of water, practice of counter-cultivation, planting appropriate types of vegetation. These are some measures to take to stop the soil erosion. First one is terracing of the land. We have seen in some areas in South India, especially Kerala, Karnataka and all, terracing of land. It will make, they are making step by steps. So there they will do the agriculture. So if the water is flowing, the complete soil is not going with the water. Sometimes the water is coming in a one step and it is going to the second step. So water can flow very easily. So at that time what will happen, the soil will not remove with the water. That is one method. And second method is like planting appropriate types of plants. Like at a time sometimes we have seen that our farmers, they are using very brilliant ideas. At one season wise they are doing some agriculture business, like in one time when in rainy season, some months July month one type of crop, or August another one type of crop, in January time another type of crop. So it will improve the quality of soil, it will give some strength for the soil, it can stop this or it can control the soil erosion. That is another one step. And another one thing is making bund. So when this water is coming, it is we are not allowing, if we are not allowing the water to flow easily, we can store the water and in a small amount. Like if the water is flowing very easily without any problems, this water will flow very easily, and along with that soil also will go. If we make bund, this water will stop there, and in a less quantity, in a small quantity, we can leave the water to flow. So at that time the soil erosion is not a big issue there, because this water is stopped there and it is going in a less amount, comparing the normal level, it is flowing in a less amount. So at that time the soil erosion will be controlled. So these are under cultivation, very like what is that, season wise, very plan, we have to plan very nicely, and according to that plan we have to do the agriculture, then we can control the soil erosion. Another one main thing which is not discussed in the chapter, that is planting new trees. This is an extra point for you. Planting trees can control in a very high level. Soil erosion won't be in that much if we have more plants. When there was a lot of plants when there was a lot of forest area, soil erosion was not a problem in our country, especially in South India, because there are number of plants, number of trees. These roots of trees are very strong and it will hold the soil when the water is flowing. So at that time there is no more soil erosion. Nowadays there is no forest, that's why soil erosion is one of the main problem. So these are the solutions to take as a preventive method for soil erosion. That's all for today. We will continue tomorrow. In the next video we will continue. There are 4 to 5 paragraphs only balance. In the next video we will complete this chapter. So in the last video we have seen the beauty of water. In today's video we have seen the problems causing by water. There are number of problems we have seen. It can be a tsunami, it can be flood, or it can be soil erosion. These all things are problems caused by water for our people. So soil erosion, the reason of soil erosion we have seen that the main reason is heavy rainfall, along with that the sloping of land. These are affecting the natural vegetation, existence of rut, absence of check. These all things we have seen, and some preventive methods also we have seen. So once read the chapter properly and clear your doubts. Already I have told you while you are watching this video, if you are getting any doubts, we can clear the doubts. So thank you.